Hi guys, it's Kirby. Welcome to my channel. Today's video we are doing an eyeshadow tutorial or just an eyeshadow video. I'm just showing you how I got this eye look. If you are interested to see how I got this very simple kind of orangey, neutralish, everyday, sort of a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of glam look, then please keep watching. Okay guys, we are just going to do a little eyeshadow tutorial today because I feel like now that masks are a fashion statement because of coronavirus, the only makeup that you actually have to worry about is like a half face of foundation and your eyebrows and eyes. So it's the perfect time to brush up on your eyeshadow technique. So we're going to do a little eyeshadow look today. Is that okay with everybody? I think I'm gonna like bring you in a little bit. Oh, wrong way. Right. Yeah, just like a little closer, a little up close. I put a light layer of foundation on and some gloss because, you know, I was feeling myself. I also did my eyebrows already, so we are ready to jump in. I'm going to prep my eyes with a concealer. The concealer I'm using is the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. I have said this before, I personally like using a concealer to prep my eyes because it cancels out or covers up discoloration. Most matte concealers help my oil control. There are wonderful eyeshadow primers out there. If you prefer an eyeshadow primer, by all means, use an eyeshadow primer. I just prefer concealer, so that's what we're gonna do. Now I want this eyeshadow tutorial or look tutorial. I'm showing you how I'm doing it, but I don't know if I really view it as like a tutorial. We're doing it together. I want this to be very simple and very effortless because even though fall is coming, summer is still here. And so I'm going to just use the VIOLET VOSS Essentials palette. This palette is really great for every day. It has a wide range of colors, mattes, neutrals. I really like it. It's one of my favorite palettes. I hear they have a VIOLET VOSS Essentials 2, which is also, I've seen the color scheme. That's right up my alley as well. I have not set my eyes, so the concealer, as you can see as it's creasing, is still tacky, but that's what I would like. I'm going to go in with a blender brush. This one is from Wet n Wild. Your brushes do not have to be expensive, they just have to be quality. So this one is from Wet n Wild, it's like 99 cents. It's amazing. I'm going to use the color Sand, which is a light orange shade. Load up my brush, tap off the excess, and then since I have a little bit of a hooded lid situation, I have a lot of lid transfer, I'm going to put this shade in my crease and blend it up towards my eyebrow to create the base. It is a very light shade. You can build it up, go in with the color as strong as you would like, but it is a very, if you're using this particular palette, it is a very light color, so you're not going to get tons of color payoff, but you don't really need it because it's more of a transition base color, but you can deepen it or lessen it, less deep in it, as much as you would like. I'm going to go back in with just like another light coat of it just to kind of make sure that I have a nice orange hue. Now that we have like our base transition shade laid down, I'm going to now build up kind of my crease and right below the transition shade, like on your brow bone. My brow bone kind of comes down kind of far from my actual eyebrow. So there's that. You just kind of have to learn your eye shape, and as you play with makeup and eyeshadow more, you'll learn your eye shape a little bit better. But I'm going to go in with another blender brush. This one is smaller. It's a little bit more pointed and a little bit more domed, a little bit more detail oriented, and I'm going to use Terracotta, which is a deeper orange shade. Same thing, load it up, tap it off, and then I'm going to put this over top of that initial color, but keep it a little bit more concentrated in my crease, not blending it up as far. Again, you can deepen this shade as much or as little as you would like. Just make sure that there are no harsh lines, because although you want them to be two very distinct colors, you do not want them to look like they are two very distinct colors, unless that's the look you're going for, in which case, by all means, go for it. Now, I also always personally like a darker outer corner. Personal opinion, you either hate it or you love it. I personally always love it, but I think that's because it gives my eyes a little bit more of a lift and a little bit of a depth, because looking at my face, I personally feel like my eyes kind of point downwards, and putting a darker shade on the outside kind of always like gives the illusion of a little bit of a lift. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to take that same detail blender brush and I'm going to go into Cinnamon, which is a brown color, and I'm just going to very, very lightly put this on my brush, tap off all of the excess, and because I don't want it to be stark, I don't want the contrast to be like night and day, I just want to deepen up the outer corner just a little bit. I'm not even bringing it all that far into the lid space or the actual eye itself, because again, I just want to concentrate it on the outside of my eye. And I do bring it out a little bit towards the tail of my eyebrow as well. Again, it just kind of gives the illusion that my eyes are a little bit more lifted, especially since I have this like half hooded lid situation. Putting a little bit of a darker color on the outside just gives the illusion that it's a little bit more instead of, if that makes sense at all. Now, I would like a very sparkly inner corner lid, so I'm going to now take a flat shader brush and I'm going to go into Cream, and this color is a like white, off-white sparkly, and all I'm going to do is take it on my brush, not tap off any excess, but then just pack it on my lid where I would like it. Blending it out towards that cinnamon color. I'm not taking any more product on my brush. I'm just gently blending it out so that it has a little bit more of like a seamless trail off than like a harsh, glittery matte. Also, because I have a lot of lid transfer on my eyes, I actually took the cream up a little bit further than a lot of other people probably could, because whenever I blink and my eyes are resting, the glitter or the shimmer is going to transfer up higher anyways. So I'm just, again, gently taking my brush, no more product, and bringing it up where that transfer usually would be. And this is the eye look. I'm actually going to go and take the cinnamon color on that fine detail brush, and I'm just going to deepen and blend that cream a little bit more, just so it doesn't get lost, because sometimes when you apply shimmers over top of colors that you've already laid down, they kind of sometimes get lost or a little bit muddled, and I don't want it to get lost in the look. And there's the eye look. You could even take your cream color brush that you use, that flat shader, again, picking up no more pigment, and just gently highlight your brow bone to give your brow bone a little, you know, something, something. I'm going to go do the other eye, and then we'll be back for liner, lashes, and lower lash line. Okay, so I finished the other eye and the rest of my face off camera. This is what it's going to look like finished, because this is just an eyeshadow tutorial. It's not a full face tutorial. If you want one of those, let me know in the comment section. To finish the eye, we're going to go back into Terracotta on a very, very small detailed blender brush. This is a mini round brush by Luxie. I will link all of the brushes and products in the description box if you're a little confused on what's what. But all you're going to do is take this and buff it right into your lower lash line and kind of use it as liner, but not really liner. It just kind of helps to softly define the eye and give a little less harsh look than actual liner. I'm bringing it about 3/4 of the way in. I'm not bringing it all the way to the inner corner of my eye. I'm just leaving like the tiniest little gap. I'm going to be putting on some false lashes, so I am going to use some liner on the top of my top lash line. I'm not doing a wing and I'm not even doing a bold liner. I personally just like to use a little bit of liquid liner and or regular liner like kohl liner to conceal my lash line, because I have found that I have kind of an irregular lash line that when I glue lashes on without liner, it doesn't always look the best. So just a very thin black line of liner for me just kind of helps to bolden the lash line as well as help conceal my false lashes. The liner pen I'm using is the NYX Epic Ink liner pen. I personally like it. It's the liquid liner with the brush tip. Little bit of mascara. The mascara I'm using is the Tarte Big Ego mascara. The eyelashes that I'm using are Ardell Faux Mink 817s. They are natural to me. To some people, they are a little bit on the heavy side. This is what they look like on. So they don't look very dramatic, in my opinion, but also if you do not have a lot of lashes or your lashes are short or thin or sparse, they might seem a little bit dramatic to you. But on top of my eyelashes, I think they give a little bit of like a natural look, personally. Alright, and this is the eye look, all finished and whatnot with lashes on. If you get any mascara on your lower lash, or not your lower lash, but like underneath your eyes, like I have just the teensiest bit right there, wait until it dries, take a Q-tip in a little bit of powder, and then brush it off. Wait until it dries though, please. Don't try and wipe up wet mascara because it will just smear and ruin the whole look. Wait until it dries, take a Q-tip in a little bit of your like translucent setting powder, and it should come right off. I know it's hard, but just be patient. But this is a look. I think we did pretty good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you picked up like a helpful tip or trick from this eyeshadow tutorial. Let me know, do you like it? Do you not like it? Have you used the VIOLET VOSS Essentials palette? Let me know in the comment section below. I will link all of the products that I used in the description box below so you can check them out on your own time if any of them piqued your interest. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up. As always, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I would hate for you to miss out on any more videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.